Hey, hi guys, welcome to our channel. So today we are presenting our another video in our AI agentic series in our Gen AI playlist. So this video is in continuation of what we discussed in our last video about what are AI agents. So in this video we're gonna take that topic a little forward and discuss about few more other topics of AI agents as well. Now, these couple of sessions are going in theoretical area where we are explaining what are AI agents, what is the need of AI agents, what kind of different type of AI agents we have, and where we can utilize these AI agents. Now, as we go along and we make the base strong for AI agents as well, then we'll go into practical part also, where we will try and showcase how an AI agent is built and deployed also. So that kind of video also we are trying to build and trying to stream in our upcoming weeks in this channel as well. So without further ado, let's get started with today's video, which is about AI agents in detail. Now let me open the slide mode. Okay, yeah. So in today's video, we're gonna discuss about what are AI agents, which we have already discussed in our previous video, and probably this video is more of a technical kind of video where we'll be discussing about a little low level on the AI agents as compared to what we discussed in the last video. So that is about the difference between today's video and the previous video actually. And then we're gonna discuss about what are the features of AI agents, what is the need of AI agents, so like why we need AI agents, and then what are different type of AI agents we can try and build. Now, apart from that, we're gonna discuss about what are the benefits actually, because whenever a new technology trend comes in, the business always asks the technical spokespersons like what is the benefit of this technology in terms of their existing businesses. Now, if you are a software engineer, software architect, technical architect, solution architect, or like any of the senior architects that you are, like enterprise architect, for example, the key business owners will ask these questions to you, like why should I go to AI agents? Why not the existing way of developing the applications should go along? So these kind of questions always comes in. That's where the business benefit actually is the key area in this section entirely for the solution architects how to recommend, or any of the kind of technical architects to recommend to their businesses. Okay, now these are the target audience as I explained: software engineers, architects, developers, programmers, and business heads. So business heads I have kept optional for this kind of PPT or this kind of content, because as I told, this content is more or less for the technical folks, but less for the business folks, because the technical folks will be able to understand it more better actually. But I haven't kept it very low level so that only technical folks can understand. But yes, if any business folk is also trying to understand this video, they can still try and see it and understand it as well. Okay, so I think we discussed about what are AI agents in our previous video. In case you haven't seen that video, I'll pin that link also in the top section so that you can watch that video as well. Now I'll just quickly review this. What are actually the AI agents? So AI agent is nothing but a computer program, which I think the technical people or the programmers or developers are already aware. They run a program. That program is entitled to do something based on its condition, based on its rules, based on its environment where it is running. So it can take some information, it can take some actions, it has some specific completions to do. Let's say you write a program where you have to filter out, let's say, characters which are starting or which are having with the string which is having, let's say, lowercase of any alphabet. So it has an input which is a string. It has an action which is to filter out the alphabets or lowercase alphabets from that string. Okay, so this is the action, and they have to achieve a goal which is a filtered string which they have to produce after filtering out those lowercase alphabets. So that is their complete source of what you say, what they have to achieve. Now similar thing is AI agent. AI agent has its own environment. They know the process and information and take the actions to achieve the specific goals. Now it is it can behave intelligently also, like it can see, like it can make a decision based on the conditions. Like if you give a query, let's say I want to book a flight from A to B. So now it can take a decision on its own, like if you have to book a flight, which program I have to call, which tool I have to call. Okay, let's say this is just an example I'm telling you. Or let's say I need a weather information for today, so which tool I need to call. So this is actually the AI agents who are actually uh, automating a lot of things, and they are working on their own to see which tool they have to call. And they are bringing in a lot of automation to make the I would say your mundane tasks and your regular day-to-day tasks, and maybe the complex tasks also, to be very easy and to be driven by the help of systems as well. Now you can think of AI agent as assistant who can understand your surroundings or its surroundings also to accomplish a task. Okay, so this is what is AI agent in nutshell to you. Now we'll go to the maybe I would say a kind of example also if required with a use case in this video, or maybe we'll take couple of examples or scenarios in the next video also. Now these are the key features of AI agents. The perception, where they gather the information, like you get an input. Let's say in case of AI, the way the world is heading to, let's say you are using any AI tool and you feed in a query. Let's say I want to uh, let's say I want to buy a shoe which is costing this much. Then you can ask, like, refer me some good websites where I can buy. Okay, then this is the information or this is the input that you are giving to the AI agents. Now AI agent on the other hand will receive the information, and it will have built-in tools integrated to it. Now tools is nothing but, you can think of it as a small jobs or small tasks inside it. Let's say now you have asked for a shoes which you want to buy. Now when it receives the query, now it has to search the shoes online, and then which shoes to buy based on your preferences. It basically has it tools listed. Tools, one tool will actually search online and get the list of shoes. Other tool will actually filter out those shoes based on your preferences. Okay, and third tool will actually finalize that list and make a beautiful representation for you, which you will be able to understand, like which shoes are costing how much, what are their qualities, and you should buy or not based on your uh, preferences. So these are kind of different tools defined for this kind of agent, where agent is primarily responsible for you as an e-commerce assistant. So let's say in this case you are building an e-commerce assistant. Okay, now e-commerce assistant, let me bring down maybe a representation for making it both better. So let's say okay, give me a second. So let's say as a user, you go to the LLM or any AI tool application and say that I want to have buy a shoe online for a sports event that costs under, let's say, $50. Or if you're watching this video from any other country where dollar is not the prominent currency, you can change it obviously. But then this is the query that you have now. When the LLM will basically take this query, it will actually break down this into multiple sub tools. Or this is an AI agent which will actually take your query. AI agent which will take your query, and it will actually build it into multiple tools. Like let's say one tool will actually search from the e-commerce websites. Okay, and other tool will basically filter the list based on your preferences, based on your preferences. Sorry, and then prepare a final list with visualization. So these are the three tools that this AI agent has. Now each of the tool has its own set of boundaries and responsibilities. Now if you see the first tool, the e-commerce website search, it will actually go to the online browser and it will actually search the website and get the final list of it. After getting the final list, it will actually trigger the next tool, or it will actually say that this is the tool, this is the final list. Now we need to prepare the final list based on the user preferences. Now the second tool where I'm talking about user preferences, that tool will already have my preferences inside its as a input along with the actual query. So let's say my preferences are the shoe should not be heavy, it should be flexible enough, it should be fast in running, it should have spikes, and so on. So now it will filter out, let's say initially in the first tool, it gave me 50 products. The second tool will actually filter it out to 10 or 20 or maybe lesser than that. Then after that, the last tool will actually visualize and create a table out of it, which will actually show me the quality of each tool. What are the key features? What are the price? From where it is getting sold? From which site you can buy? From which country on and all you can buy as well. So all those things, this tool will actually give me the information, which is actually the e-commerce AI assistant, which I'm talking about here entirely as an example. So as I said earlier, AI agents are nothing but our AI assistants who can assist us in specific query also. So this is nothing but the e-commerce AI assistants or e-commerce AI agent specifically as an example. Okay, now moving back to the PPT content. Okay, so this is about what are AI agents, what kind of features they have, what kind of tools, connections they have. Now, what is the need of AI agents? Why do we need AI agents? Do we actually need AI agents? So there are a lot of reasons to mention the reason, like why should we have these AI agents in place first. For example, if you want to buy something as an e-commerce assistant, where I was talking about as an e-commerce AI agent who is actually assisting you in buying as well. But do you actually need that? We need to figure that out as well. So that's where we come to the second topic of this content, which is automation of the repetitive tasks. Like if you have daily some task which is running repetitively, if you want to automate it, you need AI agent which can assist you in terms of reducing your workload from those tasks, and you can focus on some other productive activities also. Tackling complex problems. So wherever you have complex problem, let's say you want to build a graph, you don't know how to build a graph, or let's say you are taking so much time of building a graph. This is just an example, but there are another examples also which are written, like say self-driving cars, multi-agent systems to optimize the supply chain logistics. So those are kind of broader applications, but on the niche level or very low level, I'm just talking about the graphical. Let's say if you want to build a graph based on the data, it's a complex problem for me at least. So that way, that is one of the complex problem which where AI agents can help you. So this is one of the another area. Then personalization and user engagement. So as I was talking about e-commerce AI agent, who is actually having your preferences, you know your experiences based on talking to you, based on your past interactions. So that is where these kind of agents can help you better, and it can save a humongous time of yours. Because if you go to the e-commerce website, how many websites you will browse through, how many preferences you will filter out through on all the websites, it will take a lot of time. So whereas AI agents can actually go on all those websites on your behalf and filter out that list and come up with the final list which you can opt to buy in or not. And the last point, I think, where I was talking about buy in or not, so AI agents can help you in buying the products also automatically. So you need not to go to website to buy also. So that kind of agents are also getting built right now in today's world as well. So that is the kind of AI agents automation the level of automation the AI agents are providing. Then always enhancing the decision making. If you have the financial models, if you have financial reports, healthcare reports, so you can predict or analyze those reports also in terms of what actions to take as well. Now, what kind of different type of AI agents we have? We're gonna briefly touch on this actually, the reactive agents, which is actually very simplistic AI agents that we have. So, which will have one defined task to do, and they'll be they don't have environment, or let's say don't have environment, but they don't have memory actually, where they can make a decision making, and they can say that I still have memory and I can still go to another tool and take some help and then make a decision. They are just having a reactive action. So yet, let's say you say that, for example, I want a weather report, or I want today's weather. So that agent will actually go to weather, any API, get the today's weather and give back to you, because you have just asked for today's weather. So there is not much action to do, like after getting today's weather, what to do and so on. Okay. So similarly, there are some examples also given, like some spam filters, autonomous robots, real-time systems, and all that. Now, when I talk of reactive agents, it's nothing but you have to call some API only to get some data. Let's say if you call any LLM model, you have feed in some query. That query goes on to some LLM model and gives you some result. Now your code basically interacting with LLM model via an API. That is also a kind of reactive agent, you can call it. Okay. So then we have next use case for model based agent. So model based agent is nothing but, let's say they have their environments. They can make decision based on different set of models that they have. Okay. Now let's say they have an internal state of model, or internal model in the environment. They have some actions to take. Okay. Let's say now in the first example I was talking about getting the weather for today. Now I initiate another query after getting today's weather. Please recommend me the clothes I need to wear. Okay. So now when this kind of query the AI agents taken, they know that they have two tasks in place. First, they have to get a weather conditions. Then they have to get like which kind of clothes I need to wear. So so they know based on some uh, consequences I need to predict some actions, and those action based on those actions I need to call some internal model or internal tool, you can call. And once those are called, output is generated. Then that LLM model will actually plan that whether it is actual what I expected as an output or not. So this is actually the model based agent. And then we have the reactive or goal based agents. So we have the goal based agents. So where, let's say I say, I have a particular goal in my query. Let's say I want to uh, um, uh, write an article, for example. Let's say I want to write an article on certain topic. I have this goal. My article should be this much words, and it should have this kind of content for these kind of users. Okay. And like there can be many instructions or many expected outcomes I should have. So all those things I can give in my instruction to the LLM model, or any of the AI model or AI tool, whatever you are using. So I'll say that I want to build this blog with these many, with this kind of content. Okay. So now when an AI agent or when AI tool receives this input, they'll know that this they have to research and build a blog out of it. Then once they are building, they have to keep cautious of these things. So they have a goal in mind. Okay. So similar thing if you see in the use cases also. So navigation systems, AI assistants. So AI assistant, the blog writer application which I was talking about, this is an AI assistant actually. Okay. And then logistics management, where delivery schedules, routes, benefiting businesses and all that. So these are the kind of very high level applications which I'm talking about in case of goal based AI agents. Okay. Now next is utility. Utility is, let's say you have some aim to achieve. Okay. To maximize your utility or your goal, or satisfaction or success. I think the prominent example which always came to my mind while I was creating this content also, and while I was researching also, it was a kind of two things. One is the financial thing. Let's say I'm investing in the stock market. I want to maximize my profit. So there is not much degree of goal I am telling to the AI agents. Okay, I'm not saying that I want 30% profit. I want 40% profit. Of course you can tell that. Then always the AI agent has a goal that it has to make at least 40% of profit. But whenever you say like I want to maximize my profit, so at that time AI agent will not be able to make up what is the actual last limit of the profit it has to give to you. So always it will keep on maximizing and all. Okay, so this is another example where utility based agents can come into play very handy as well. Okay, now before going on to the business benefits, I think this is the last topic for this video. Let me switch back to the drawing board again and I just explain how actually these LLM models work technically, or these AI agents work technically. Now as a user, I give a query to AI tool. I give a query. Now query can be anything. I want a today's weather, I want to write a blog, I want a shopping assistant, I want a travel assistant. It can be anything. Now when it goes internally it breaks down. There is an LLM model which is actually the brain. Okay, so you give a query to the AI tool sends the query back to the LLM model is actually the brain. Okay, now LLM model is basically wrapped inside the AI agent. So so you have the AI agent. So inside the AI agent you can give that this LLM model is my brain. Okay, and I have, let's say, this as a weather tool. Then I have the research tool, or I have search tool. Now these are integrated in my AI agent. So my AI agent will receive the query. My LLM brain will parse it and see. Now AI agent is not a brain. AI agent is actually your executor, or it's actually your you can say where everything is getting executed. That is actually acting as a machine or acting as an agent. Okay, you can say it as a machine or a agent where it is where all these components are getting worked. So LLM model is your brain who will actually take your instruction in and will decide which tool it has to call. Okay, whether any tool has to be called or not. Based on that it will send the instruction to any of these tools. So once, let's say, I send an instruction, or firstly it sends an instruction to weather tool. So after the outcome of weather tool it will say whether the outcome is required by the user or not based on the query. If not, then it will call another tool to make it more better output for the user. So all these tools, how they are getting called, that's based on the tool based, or I would say how the agents are designed. So agents are designed based on the reactive way, or a goal way, or a utility way. So all these are type of agents that we talked about. So it depends on those type of agents that we are making, that which tool has to be called at which time, so that the user's output for the query is met. Okay, so I think the way you are designing your LLM model, the way you are structuring your tools, how you are making the uh, which type of AI agents you are using, that plays a key role in how your output will be generated also. So this is a kind of very high level technical view of how an AI agent looks like. Now you can deploy these entire box of AI agent anywhere. There are different platforms coming up. Let's say by similar platform coming up by Microsoft also in the form of Copilot, where you can create your own AI agent. You can integrate with multiple tools, use as your services also to integrate. So now all these things are coming up where you can deploy it anywhere and you can use it from your external application. You don't need your own backend system. You can integrate with your AI agents also. So this is one of the examples of the technical view of how does it look like. Okay, coming back to the slides again. So talking about the last part of our videos today, the business benefits. So I think until we see the business benefit, the technology adoption cannot be done sooner. That's how we have seen in the past also when uh, cloud platforms came in, virtualization came in, and any other technology like the blockchain is coming in, or any other technology. until the business sees any benefit or any improvement in their business KPIs with the technology adoption, they won't agree or they won't go towards that adoption directly. So that's where we need to, as an technical folks, we need to understand pretty much importance of these benefits also. So that's what we have talked about, the increasing the operational efficiency in manufacturing and supply chain, which will obviously done with the help of automation, workflows, and repetitive tasks done. Because as we all know, in manufacturing and supply chain section, there are a lot of repetitive tasks are getting done on the daily basis, which takes a lot of time of the employees also, which we can divert to some other areas also to improve the profits as well. Then we have the retail and e-commerce. So AI agents like chatbots, recommendation engines can personalize the shopping experience, which will be done based on the customer preferences. This will not only boost the customer satisfaction, and at the same time it will increase the sales also through these suggestions. Now, in today's world, if you have to optimize your sale as an owner or an e-commerce vendor owner, you have to tie with affiliates, let's say one of that ways, and you have to promote that brands online. Now, going forward, I think these AI agents will act as both of them, like where it can act as an affiliate also for you, where it can increase the sales for the vendors, owners, by where the users can talk to these AI agents, and AI agents can give them the better suggestions for the product to buy. And at the same time, as I told earlier, it can help you automate buying also, where you need not to go to the website and click on buy or check out. You can automatically check out also based on the preferences. Then obviously decision making, it's pretty important in the financial and healthcare sector, where you have quite large data sets in real time coming in, flowing in on the every instant, and you need to make a actionable insight for a better decision making as well. So these are the two sectors where we need to be cautious whenever we are proposing the AI agents. So the challenges we need to understand, and based on that we need to propose the AI agents and their benefit to the business. And then, last but not least, automotive and the technology sector, where we all know the self driving cars, IoT devices. So, all these are quite a lot in the AI agents. Quite a lot are using the AI agents also, I should say, in today's time also. So these are some of the business benefits I've talked about in few of the sectors. I haven't gone to a level deeper where I am talking about, let's say, any of the specific use case also. That also I'll take in some other video as well. But this video was a bit of lower level as compared to our last video, which was on very high level. So what we are doing is we are trying to break down every topic from start, and then going one level down, and then going level down, and so that whosoever is watching our videos or viewing our videos is able to understand the topic, is able to go step by step down the topic, and then able to implement also. And then again, at the same time, we are trying to explore on the tools also which you can use to build these kind of applications. For example, AI agentic frameworks, the platforms who are actually helping in building the AI agents, let's say Microsoft Azure and so on. So these are the things also we are exploring in all these videos that we are building as well. So I hope you like the content. Thanks a lot for your time. In case you have any feedbacks, please drop in the comments. We are always looking at the comments and helping us to improve as well. Thank you for doing that. Thank you. Bye.